DLR. Oh, I live under DLR. Fuzzy can't use. The F's actually gone. I'm gonna have to cut that out. The original Fuzzy Felt News screen is still missing. I went to lovE.R to read out something about Brexit. It's gone. It's quite funny because it was pinned to the top of the post. This camera wouldn't exist without the host. Brexit. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. Fuzzy Felt News. What was that? Same old story. Different news. Same old news. Same picture. Same old story. Different news. Same old news. Different picture. Whatever. Something like that. It's all coming together anyway. Brexit. The Europe has no federal ambitions. Lie. Just to say, I've not verified these facts. These statements as facts, not what I think or believe. But it's an interesting overview, an alternative to what is mainstream media. Fuzzy Felt News reporting. What will actually happen if we stay in the EU? Dum dum dum. That was a microphone once upon a time ago. Still. Let's have a look. John bomb bomb, saxophone's back. John bomb bomb. There's the F in there. Fuzzy Felt News reporting. Here live now, while I'm in the caravan. Brexit. The Europe has no federal ambitions. Lie. We've only got days to go. What are we now? March 11th, 2019. Yeah, it's 29th of March, so it's 18 days remaining. It's now 10 to 11 PM. 2050. So that's not many days remaining. What will actually happen if we stay in the EU? It's a question no Remainer will ever answer, but here it is, warts and all. Check it out if you wish. Number 1. The UK, along with all existing members of the EU, lose the abstention veto in 2020 as laid down in the Lisbon Treaty when the system changes to that of majority acceptance with no abstentions or vetoes being allowed. Number 2. All member nations will become states of the new federal nation of the EU by 2022, as clearly laid out in the Lisbon Treaty with no exceptions or vetoes. Number 3. All member states must adopt the euro by 2022, and any new member state must do so within 2 years of joining the EU as laid down in the Lisbon Treaty. Number 4. The London Stock Exchange will move to Frankfurt in 2020 and be integrated into the EU Stock Exchange, resulting in the loss of 200,000 plus jobs in the UK because of the relocation. This has already been pre-agreed and is only on a holding pattern due to the Brexit negotiations, which, if Brexit does happen, the move is fully cancelled. But if not, and the UK remains a member, it's full steam ahead for the move. Bit devious to what camera is seeing here. Yes, put was a bit of an off-camera shot. Where were we? Yeah, we didn't repeat it all again anyway. It's pretty big news. kjbarmed909, so kjbarmed909, here in Ireland, the caravan, reporting for ffKn News, March the 11th, 2019, time now is 22:53. Brexit. The Europe has no federal ambitions lie. What will actually happen if we stay in the EU is a question no Remainer will ever answer, but here it is, warts and all. What will actually happen if we stay in the EU is a question no Remainer will ever answer, but here it is, warts and all. Check it out if you wish. Number 1. The UK, along with all existing members of the EU, lose their abstention veto in 2020 as laid down in the Lisbon Treaty, when the system changes to that of majority acceptance with no abstentions or vetoes being allowed. Number 2. All member nations will become states of the new federal nation of the EU by 2022 as clearly laid out in the Lisbon Treaty with no exceptions or vetoes. Number 3. All member states must adopt the euro by 2022 and any new member state must do so within 2 years of joining the EU as laid down in the Lisbon Treaty. Number 4. The London Stock Exchange will move to Frankfurt in 2020 and be integrated into the EU Stock Exchange, resulting in a loss of 200,000 jobs plus in the UK because of the relocation. This has already been pre-agreed and is only on a holding pattern due to Brexit negotiations, which, if Brexit does happen, the move is fully cancelled. But if not, and the UK remains a member, it's full steam ahead for the move. So that's the loss of 200,000 plus jobs and the stock exchange in London. Now, I've never been a massive fan of the stock exchange, but you know, it's kind of handy. You know, it's got a great building. You know, they do a good job. They really do. Yeah. Anyway, enough of what I think. That's besides the point, isn't it? Number 5. The EU Parliament and ECJ becomes supreme over all legislative bodies of the UK. Number 6. The UK will adopt 100% of whatever the EU Parliament and ECJ lays down without any means of abstention or veto, negating the need for the UK to have the Lords or even the Commons as we know it today. So more of that. Wreck. So I kind of like them. I know they're doing their jobs. I know how a lot of people want to slag everybody off. All you each other. You do alright. Number 7. The UK will not be able to make its own trade deals. Number 8. The UK will not be able to set its own trade tariffs. Number 9. The UK will not be able to set its own... side note. Trade okay, so yeah, I was right. Number 9. number 9. The UK will not be able to set its own trade quotas. Number 10. The UK loses control of its fishing rights. Number 11. The UK loses control of its oil and gas rights. Uwek. And we've lost a lot of control anyway. That's what's been happening throughout my lifetime. But anyway, it's not about what I think. I'm just a newsreader, aren't I? ffKn News. Number 12. The UK loses control of its borders and enters the Schengen region by 2022, as clearly laid down in the Lisbon Treaty. Number 13. The UK loses control of its planning legislation. Number 14. The UK loses control of its armed forces, including its nuclear deterrent. Number 15. The UK loses full control of its taxation policy. Number 16. The UK loses the ability to create its own laws and to implement them. I'm quite sure this has all been going on, and it all will be going on even worse, because I know what happens. I shouldn't be saying it. It makes me sick to even be saying it, to be thinking it, to be reading it, to be reciting it. What is going on, peeps? But anyway, no, sorry. I'm just a newsreader. Fuzzy Found News. I'll repeat number 14. The UK loses control of its armed forces, including its nuclear deterrent. 15. The UK loses full control of its taxation policy. 16. The UK loses the ability to create its own laws and to implement them. I'm repeating myself, but we've got to get the message across. 17. The UK loses its standing in the Commonwealth. 18. The UK loses control of any provinces or affiliated nations, e.g. Falklands, Cayman Islands, Gibraltar, etc. No, I'm not going to go into this because I'm just a newsreader. And I've learned a bit more history other than what it was, I suppose, and wasn't taught. And we do good around the world. Yes, we are around the world, but we are kind people, kind and creative and caring and sharing. That's probably why everybody wants a little bit of the pie. Yeah, we do good. So to be here, there, like everywhere, is probably a good thing. Yeah, I'm a captive citizen, so I ain't going anywhere. But anyway, number 19. The UK loses control of its judicial system. 20. The UK loses control of its international policy. 21. The UK loses full control of its national policy. Correct. 22. The UK loses its right to call itself a nation in its own right. I'll repeat that. Angelic number 22. The UK loses its right to call itself a nation in its own right. This goes on. 23. The UK loses control of its space exploration programme. Didn't even know we had one, but I guess we do, because we are quite clever. Yeah. Something's going on in it. 24. The UK loses control of its aviation and sea lane jurisdiction. I think that sounds a little bit like all of those. We kind of lose control of a lot of things. I'm one to lose control, you know. Yeah, I'll let go. Lose control. Who wants to be the fucking boss? Who wants to be the controller? But when you've got a good thing going, don't fix it if it ain't broken. Really? 25. The UK loses its rebate in 2020 as laid down in the Lisbon Treaty. 26. The UK's contribution to the EU is set to increase by an average of 1.2 billion per annum and by 2.3 billion per annum by 2020. Quite a lot of money. People go on about the money and the contributions and wherever else it is we're spending it on or what we're not spending it on, but either which way or whatever, that's quite a lot of money. This is the future that the youth of today think we stole from them? Question mark. They should be on their knees thanking us for saving them from being turned into Orwellian ultimatums. Forget deals, no deals. It's time for Remainers and Brexiteers to unite and see what's coming before it's too late. This is the whole reason they are dragging Brexit out. So we can get to 2020, then we have no choices anymore. I'm just going to read that last bit. This is the future that the youth of today think we stole from them. They should be on their knees thanking us for saving them from being turned into Orwellian ultimatums. Forget deals, no deals. It's time for Remainers and Brexiteers to unite and see what's coming before it's too late. This is the whole reason they are dragging Brexit out. So we can get to 2020, then we have no choices anymore. As a newsreader of ffKn News, I can confirm that the astrology of 2020 is the old school 2012 prophecy. That, you know, the end of the world, all of that malarkey. No, it's 2012, 2020. Jesus Christ. A few months away. Yeah. So, Brexit. It is all the way, Theresa May. Fucking sort it out, people. Financials and media speculation. Let's see if this uploads. It'll be an interesting one. Yeah. Let's do a shorter version of that. Ah, yeah, budget. Over and out. ffKn News. Same old stories. Same old, what was it? Same old picture. Different stories, different news, different, oh, it's all the same, it's all different. It's just like Henry VIII, isn't it? Banging and Brexit. What the fuck? Over and out. Over and out. Over and out. Over and out. noiutlovE.R. Revolution.